Gabby stopped by from Sweden. You're going to be Jaja Gabor today. We're just going to talk about nothing in particular. Rolling. Quite on the set. Okay, before we do anything else, this, according to our stage manager, Orlando Aguilar, is our Instagram. It's afternoon_delight_Robbie. My dear friend Gabby Wilson just flew in from Sweden for this show. Specifically. And she's here to tell us about what's going on in her life. I think of Gabby as, because we've written songs together, a wonderful songwriter, but unlike myself and some of us who might relate to this, and you had mentioned that your father is kind of like a go-getter kind of business kind of guy. Yeah. Maybe that's where you get it, but like her head is screwed on, right? Like you're going to be like an executive, I don't know what, but you're going to be like David Geffen. I don't know, how long is he going to be around? Like somebody has to take over from David Geffen. And I don't know where all that comes from, but like you can do all of that. Like you're a creative, because I think maybe this is, I shouldn't think this, but I think creatives tend to want to just do creative stuff. I don't know if it's even about wanting. Jerry and I were talking about this. It's like, I'm not organized. I need somebody to kind of help me organize myself. And part of my process, maybe, creative process, is like, I just want to be the creative artist person. But then some of us can do both. So I don't know, it's just our brains are wired differently, or maybe it's a Swedish thing, I don't know. No. What's new now? Like you're starting, I believe Gabby is starting a network.
Yes.
So tell us about that.
So I left this school around 2 years ago.
Oh my
I
goodness,
believe 2.5. I don't know. I don't even want to think about it.
I know.
But I'm so glad to be back, though. Like it's a bit snowy in Sweden now, and I could tell that my heart has like kind of frozen up a bit.
Aww.
So come here, it's like it just pours everything out, and you just bounce back to your natural states. And like, thanks for this place, because it's come, you know.
It's a homecoming.
Yeah, like 10 minutes, and you're like, oh, okay. I'll admit. It's rough out there.
Well, talking about legacy, like you're the legend of Gabby lives on. It's like every once in a while, like, whatever happened to Gabby? Because we all know we all know you're gonna do amazing things. And a publishing company?
Yeah. So what I've been doing is I basically started. It's such a fun story. But I met Edmund here at the school.
Oh yeah, Edmund Perlas.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we wrote songs together in his office, because he's in insurance, and so we made a little studio out of his office, and we just decided to write some songs for the Philippines, because he's from the Philippines. And then we ended up having a cut with one of the bigger artists there, so that's super awesome. But we kind of wanted to have control over our own music.
So you had a bit of money coming in because of that cut? With the
or like we were like settling on an agreement, so instead of giving away all the publishing, I figure, why don't I, this is the perfect moment to start my own publishing. And in Sweden there's not a lot of, it's not really like here that you have your own publishing, like either you have it or you don't, like. So I started a publishing company, and I threw in a little bit of management and agency, and it's called Wilson Music. So that's what I'm gonna focus on this year. And on top of that, I've been a project manager for the last year, starting a network for songwriters, upcoming songwriters.
Oh,
called
where do we send our stuff?
You do to info@wearesongwriters.com.
Did you get that?
Or Etsy, it depends if you're Swedish or not. No, it's basically a networking place. We started with events in Sweden. We had showcases where we rented a big space and songwriters, and got to have a spot there, and we invited the business for them to come, and everything is free. It's just, you know, we're just trying to, I wanted like a shortcut for people, because I see a lot of talented people quitting music due to frustration, due to they don't think they're good enough, they don't know how to get there, like there's you know, they're fumbling in the dark, and so, you know, trying to find like some sort of door into the industry, And I don't think it's a door, it's about building a bridge so we can all walk there. And then,
Awesome.
you know, so,
I like that.
so I think it might be based on my own frustration that like, or you know what I mean? Like,
Well,
and then
yes.
you start things that hopefully people need as well. Like, and
Well, I saw that happening with you. Like, you would go to the conferences and stuff, and it's like, well, what's the difference between me and an industry person, and why do I need to have that gatekeeper tell me if I can do something with my song? You're like, we can do things with our own songs. We just have to find a different door. Like, the industry is kind of all up in the air anyway, and this is, you know, you kind of are a person who seizes the opportunities, and you see those opportunities, and you think that way, and I think that's really positive. Because a lot of us, like, we're just kind of, I don't know, I'll go to this conference, and then they can, you know, I can pitch my songs, but it's like, maybe you can circumvent all of those processes too, like.
yeah, like we're in a change in the industry, I believe, and we've been that for a while.
Yeah.
And I love the industry. I love the publishers. I love the record labels. Most of them out there, there are good-hearted people that loves music and want you to succeed.
They're frustrated too.
Yeah, and they want to, you know, they want to listen to music, and we think they're too busy, or they're not gonna listen to my things, and they are. Like that's their job. They sit by the computer, and like we are all trying to drive into like sounding like trying to please them in a way. And we're just going further and further away from what they actually want. They want you to be so true to yourself that they have never, like, their reason for why they continue listening to these songs is that, like, I want the new Smell Like Teen Spirit. Like, I want to click on that and be like, wow, like that, you know? And in order to get that song, you need to be so true.
And you can't be chasing it, and you can't be trying to find your lane. Yeah. So, I also heard that you're in love.
I'm in love with a French guy.
And how is that? See, now we get into the real nitty-gritty of afternoon delights. How's he in the afternoons?
Oh, in the afternoons.
Are they
It's
delightful?
pretty good. Like, he's cut coffee. Oh, I mean, like.
What?
In the afternoons, like, so it's you know,
okay,
like, he's not hyper. Like, it's okay.
He's cut coffee out of his diet.
Yeah,
cut
it's like after lunch,
coffee
no more
underscore. And you were gonna leave, so you just want to kind of sizzles up. Well, I just thank you so much for stopping by and spending this time with us. And you're here for how long? Just another 2 days.
Yeah, Tuesday.
So I don't know. Hopefully you guys all met Gabby and can keep in touch with her. She does come every so often to visit.
Need to come more often.
And we might go to visit you. I believe you also do songwriting camps in Sweden.
We're gonna do that this year. The vision of this year is to create more hands-on like camps and showcases and female panels and stuff, and like a lot of the inspiration comes from here for me, because we don't really have any community in Sweden like this. Like, we have a lot of cool schools, like they're really good, but what do they do after they're done with their university or done with their college or done with their high school? Like, where do they meet up? And I'm trying to create that platform. So it will be camps together with publishers that will basically give you leads, and we write on those leads. And hopefully it ends up some artists, because we all want to have, you know, the chain is like, you write great songs, like, you need to do that, and you need to continue polishing them into their becoming great. Like, don't send anything that is not great. Like, make sure you're great when you showcase your things. Once you have the great songs, you want it to be placed. Once it's placed on an artist, it will generate money. Like, that's how you become professional. And I'm just trying to, like, narrow in, like, where and how does this happen, so we all can be professional and live out of the music.
And make some money, yeah. That would
Make
be
some cash, and we can,
wonderful.
you know, buy our lunch and be like,
Yeah.
that man used to pay my lunch. That's cool. Like,
Yeah.
that's a great feeling. Like,
Yeah. Well, please remember us. We're all going to be sending you our music.
Yeah,
And,
we're all
yeah.
gonna go there together.
Yes, we are.
And that address once again is.
Oh, yes, and what is that address again? Once more?
You can send
Thank you,
info
Patricia.
at wearesongwriters.se, and my goal is to start going international so we can co-write with Sweden, America, like this school is
Oh,
like
yeah.
a bunch of different
Absolutely.
cultures and countries
Yeah.
together too.
And she's so great to co-write with, honestly, because I go off on these kind of tangents of chords and progressions, and I remember we were writing this song, and you famously said, really, I think more than 2 chords is pushing it. I was like, yes, and that like focused me, and it's true. Like sometimes I overcomplicate things, and you know, I mean, there's all sorts of ways of writing a song. So you taught me a lot, and it's always great to see you. And I'm glad that you're in love, and he better be the right guy.
Yes.
Nice guy.
It's good.
When do we meet Phil?
He was supposed to come, but he had to bounce some tracks.
Bouncing tracks.
It takes a long time.
All right, how do we find you? Well, we had that info thing, but then there's other.
Yeah, either wilsonmusic.se and Gabby Wilson on Instagram, or if you want to go
G-A-B-Y, right?
One B?
BBY.
1B. Oh, it's
Oh,
B-B-Y?
Yeah.
Okay, so GABBYWILSON.
Yeah.
.com.
No, only on Instagram. If you
On
want to
Instagram,
follow my
okay.
trips.
Okay.
But or the network, we have wearesongwriters.com.
So, Gabby Wilson.